huge. I would relate it to about, you know, the size of a gas station, like the convenience store part of a gas station, but like maybe even bigger, like a big convenience store gas station. I'm having a great time. They even have heaven and earth designs here. Yeah.
And she goes, really? Because I saw the contract and everything. And she goes, really? What was the address? And for some reason, I didn't remember the address. I mean, this does too. I'm full of them. Yeah, those shades are really cool. Yeah, this is 15 grams of protein.
My gosh, there's too many. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I have this like budget and like I'm allowed to spend this much money, but then I'm like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like I don't actually know what I want, so maybe I shouldn't spend any money, and then I won't like freak out that I spent the wrong thing. I'm so happy, but I'm overwhelmed. And I'm such a weirdo. I don't know, I'm still looking. So we're here in the Hardanger section, which is something that I've never even seen in person. So up on this wall, they have a whole bunch of examples that I think are just awesome. And this is something that, like, eventually I would like to try, you know? And I see that they have, you know, some smaller kits and some stuff that maybe I could, like, attempt to do Hardanger, you know? But all of this very much so intimidates me. But it could be fun. I don't know, you have to cut the fabric, but look how, I mean, that's just gorgeous. I don't know, I might try something. So there's all these like cute little towels and things to stitch on, which like I don't have in my area. So to me, like things like this are like really unique, you know, where I'm like, ooh, like this, I've never seen this like at Walmart, or, you know, they even have like, down here, you know, pillows that have like the Ada on it. I'm not sure how that would really work, but I'm like, well, that's kind of like unique, like something I've never seen before. You know, I've seen these little towels. I've seen these before, but nothing like you know, some of these. So that might be kind of fun to have to add to my collection. But it's like too stressful. So, little side note, my husband always calls me Bee. So anytime I see little bees and stuff, I always think of him. I'm always like, oh, it'd be so cute, you know? Like this little guy down here, you know? Be happy as bees. Like that just calls to me. I think it's so cute. I gotta find a project. Like that's what I'm gotta decide. Like I want to do something and then look, you know, for things for it. Yes. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get lost in a sea of wonder. But I need fabric. I have a budget. I have a budget of $150, so I can easily spend that here, easily. But on what? That's the decision. You know, I haven't stitched enough yet on like, you know, different counts of fabric to know what I prefer. So I'm kind of standing here with all like the fabrics and I'm like, ooh, do I get 32 count or 28 count? The decision is terrible. I don't have any, my problem is I don't have any projects to actually do on these, but like, when do I get to go to a store like this? You know what I'm saying? Part of me is like, get all the fabrics. All the fabrics. Lots of silk thread. You just like I don't know, maybe it's just me. Does anyone else just like to touch it? You know, like I'm like, ooh, it's so soft. Soy crystal. Ooh. It's just like, it's so soft, you know, like silk. It's just, ooh. You know, the only silk I've ever used is with Moe's from Moe's Sale. And this feels a lot different than that. Mose is more like slippery, whereas this is like almost like it feels like a little bit more slippery than cotton, but different definitely than like the Mose sale silks that I've used before. So, oh my gosh, these just feel amazing. Has anyone felt these? I feel like such a tourist. I'm like, oh my god, it's so soft. These are the Dinky Dyes silks. So this reminds me more of the Mose sale silks, but they are so soft and so pretty. Oh my gosh. I've never used Dinky Dyes before. I've never used any of this before, and I'm so excited to be doing this. I probably look like such a total noob, but I can't help it. And see, like with me, like I'm like, oh, the more rainbow they are, like the better. Like this, like calls my name. It's all the colors. That's what I want. I just want all the colors. Every single one. Oh, overwhelmed and excited. There's a lot here, and I just can't decide. I'm like, well, maybe I should put together like one piece, you know, like a Mirabilia, just like, you know, kit it up, make it all together, because like this is where you'd go, right? Plus my one DMC floss that I didn't get at Walmart. Remind me, I need to pick that up while I'm here. Back when I was in Walmart, they didn't have the color of floss I needed. Well, ta-da! They have it. So for sure, I am getting this floss. And this is for my new start that I have not shared with you guys yet, but I will be showing. So 3854. So I think I'm going to pick out a Mirabilia because I see them all the time on Flosstube. I think they're just beautiful, and I have them all here, so I might as well just pick one, and then I can get all the specialty and the fabric for it and everything while I'm here. My problem is like I've always wanted to do one of her mermaids because I think they're gorgeous, and then I can hang it in my bathroom. But it's like, which mermaid do you get? That's the question. And some of these ladies are just beautiful. Like, how do you decide? How do you decide? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out fabric. Now, I am not a very stiff fabric liker. Like, if Ada's too stiff, I don't like it. So that, like, immediately makes me rule out Belfast, because Belfast is, like, stiff as board. So I don't want that. But here's my question. I think I want to go for something hand-dyed, because I think that would be really pretty. But, you know, if I go with something opalescent, which I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the sparkle in here. This is opalescent. I don't know what kind of fabric it is. Some sort of linen. It's definitely a linen. Anyway, you know, because I think it would look really pretty with the colors, but I think maybe not the sparkle, you know. Plus I need a pretty big piece of it. You know, like I think that's too dark, but isn't that pretty? Don't you just want to put things on it? I do. And then look at it and at least that's what I want to do. So, ooh, to decide what kind of fabric to put it on. So, you know, I kind of like the lighter because I think she'll stand out really well against it, you know, versus like the dark, though I think she'd look really pretty. But I feel like the dark blues in her tail and like in her side, I think might get lost in the dark blue versus like a really light blue. I think she'll really stand out against light blue, especially with her little treasure. Or should I do medium? See, I think the treasure might get lost in like a medium blue. I don't know. I'm leaning towards like a light blue. my God, I'm in love with this.
I'm sorry I'm being such a
I kind of want to,
Oh, you're not.
I don't have anything to put on it, but I do want it. I'm having too much fun. My husband is a saint for being here with me. Flosstube. So, as you could see, my wonderful husband took me to Stitchville USA when we were in the Twin Cities to visit my parents this weekend. And I kind of alluded to this on Facebook, but I will be doing a kind of haul video to show you what I got there. My experience was fantastic. I was so overwhelmed by all the patterns and all the floss and everything that I had ever dreamed of but never had access to actually touch and feel, and it was, oh, that store is just amazing. If you are in the Twin Cities area and decide that you need some cross stitch stuff, I highly recommend Stitchville USA. They have everything, and if they don't have it, they can definitely get it for you. So I thought that we would start off this video with what I bought. So let's get into that. Now, I say this kind of briefly in the video, but my husband gave me a budget of $150, which I thought was very generous of him. So I picked out a few things, he picked out a few things, and I had a great time. So everything, So I'm gonna get it all out of the bag so you don't hear this throughout the whole video, and then I'll show you what I got. Okay. So I have everything laid out in front of me, and I am going to show you what I got. So first thing is the probably least exciting thing. I have a new start, which I will show to you now, because it kind of fits in. So a week ago, I decided to start the Woodland Sampler by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see. It's kind of like meta, but let's see if I can, fix the glare. So this is it by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I do not have it printed out. I do everything on my iPad with this one. So that's that. So I started that last weekend. It was my new start, and I was very excited about it. So just for S's and G's, this is how far I have gotten. So I have May, June, July, or well, most of July, and then August done. I am using the called for threads, except for the borders I've changed to Mauve Silk in fall. And then the letters for the months, this is Mauve Cotton in fall. The variegation around the different boxes is Mauve Cotton in fall. And then the words I changed to Mauve Silk. And now I can't remember the different, I'll have to look it up what the specific colors are. But I bought one of her grab bags about a year ago, and it had these pretty kind of like pastel colors because I think it was after Easter. And I decided that they kind of matched what the called for colors were, and so I'm going to substitute those in there. But you'll see this more in detail in my whip update, and I will show all those flosses then. So this was my new start, and I was sifting through all my DMC, and recently my grandmother gave me all of her DMC, so I thought I had the complete collection. Turns out I'm missing, well, probably more than one color, but the one that I know I'm missing is required for this piece. So in my last vlog, I showed you that Walmart did not have the color I was looking for, but Stitchville USA did. So this was my first purchase, which is DMC color 3854. Focus, glare, 3854. It's like an overcast day, so I'm sorry if the lighting is not very good. But anyway, so that was number one. It's lovely orange color, so I will be putting that with my new project. All right, the next up, this is a pattern that actually Jeremy picked out. I was so overwhelmed and could not decide what I wanted. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just not going to get anything. I'm just going to get my one skein of DMC, and, like, I was just overwhelmed. So he's like, no, pick a pattern, pick out all the stuff for it. He's like, you know, and then I'll pick something, and, like, that's what we'll do. And I said, okay. So this is what Jeremy picked out. It's by Nimu. It's French, and it's called Pomme à Cidre, which is apple cider. So this is what he picked out. And as you can see, he liked it because there's these little elves. They're carrying an apple, and then they kind of look drunk. And Jeremy's like, we have apple trees, and, you know, we love beer. So anyway, he thought this was really cute, which I agree. So he wants me to do this for him. And then then he had to pick out his fabric, you know, which was kind of fun for him. And so he picked out, this is a 32 count fabric from Picture This Plus, and the color is called Fossil. So this is that. So I think this will look really nice together. So it'll be kind of like a fall piece. I think he did a good job. So that is for my husband who picked that up. And there are some beads that go in that on their little hats. But I couldn't, they're not Mill Hills or anything, so I figured I'd just figure it out later, or, you know, get some beads, because they're kind of just like black seed beads, so I figured I'll figure it out eventually. So then for myself, Stitchville USA has so many patterns, and I was immediately drawn to the Mirabilia section. I have seen so many people do Mirabilias on Flosstube, and I just think they're so beautiful. And I am so jealous. And so immediately when, you know, Jeremy's like, just pick one. I'm like, okay. So I went to the whole Mirabilia section. And the one that I finally decided, I knew I kind of wanted to do a mermaid, because I always, as a kid, I love the water, and I always pretended to be a mermaid. I wanted to be a mermaid. I actually probably thought I was a mermaid. So I picked one of the mermaids, and this is what I landed on. So this is Siren and the Shipwreck by Mirabilia. And she is gorgeous, and I am so excited to be doing her. So I got the pattern, and then of course I had to get all the specialty stuff for it. So first of all, I'll show you the fabric that we chose. So this is also by Picture This Plus. This is a 32 count linen in Mercedes. So I don't know if the light's gonna, let me unfold it a little bit more. It is a light blue with like kind of a darker blue woven through. Anyway, you know, I looked at, you know, some of the darker colors. I knew I wanted to do a blue. You know, she's a mermaid, and I just thought that would look really pretty. But I ended up on this light blue, and I am very, very excited. I think she is going to look beautiful. So again, I don't know if the light's gonna let it kind of, it's very washed out. Better against. Anyway, so this is Mercedes by Picture This Plus. Okay, so, and then, of course, I got to pick out the specialty threads. So this is my first time ever using Water Lilies by Karen, which is a 12-ply silk. So I had to get two colors. So this one is number 41, Blueberry, and it is gorgeous. These, oh my gosh, they feel so nice. I just loved all the floss. I wanted to buy it all of it. I was like, just give me it all, one of each. And then I also got number 17, which is Blue Lavender. And interestingly enough, these were the only skeins of each of these two colors that the store had. So I was like, well, obviously, you know, that the universe wants me to buy these two skeins of floss. So those are the two Water Lilies, and I said this is the first time I've ever gotten to use those. And then there's two Krennics that are required. The first is 011HL, and these are both number 4. So it's kind of like a, I don't know if you can see it. The light is so weird. This is a gray, kind of like a steel gray color. And then the other one, it calls for 009. They did not have 009 in a number 4 braid, but they had 009 HL. And I pulled out 009 from like a different size. And I compared it to the 009 HL, and they looked like the same color to me. If anybody comment below and tell me what the difference between the HL and the non-HL, because I've never used Krennic before, and it was very confusing. So, I don't know. They look the same to me, and I think it'll work out just fine. So this is 009 HL, and again, this is in a number 4 braid. Oop, wrong way. Rachel. So, hi Flosstube. So sorry, we had to make a little adjustment here because the lighting was really bad when I was trying to show all the beads. So, where I left off. So then I had to get all the beads for the project. So, first we got size number 6 in 16602. That's what they look like. And these are all Mill Hill. And then we got size 8, 18831. Very pretty. And then we have size 8, 18828, which is like a sea green color. And then we got size 8, 18010, which I like a clear. And then in the seed bead size, we have 02031. We have 02098. We have 00020. 00168. Very pretty periwinkle color. And 00146, which is like a light periwinkle color. There was one color of beads that they didn't have. I think it was the seed beads. And then there were some of the, well, no, there was one treasure that they're missing. There's quite a few treasures in this project. And then they were also missing, I needed 3 of a different, or I needed 6 of a different treasure, and they only had 3. So I'll show those. All right, so then we got to get the glass treasures. So this is 12005. So this is the front, and then if this guy will cooperate, it's this little flower, and this goes in her hair. And then we also have 12187. And I don't know if these guys are gonna let me show them. They're these little flowers, little blue flowers. And then we have 12149, which are, of course, they're not going to cooperate. You can see that one. They're little periwinkle flowers. And then this is the one where they had 3, but the pattern requires 6. These go in her little treasure chandelier that she's holding. So these are, oh, I forgot to say. This is 13057. So I got 3 of these, and it requires 6. So there's one treasure that I'm missing, and I think there's one bead that I'm missing, as well as these. So I might have to do an order, either through Stitchville USA or 123 Stitch. Probably Stitchville USA. They had such great customer service that I think that would be good. And they can deliver to my house. So that's awesome as well. So that was my big purchase of the Mirabilia. And then to go along with that, I ended up getting a tacky bob. And my husband always calls me Bee, so he picked out this one that has little bees on it. Yay! So I've never really done a whole lot of beading, so this is kind of my foray. I did a little Mill Hill monarch butterfly, which I gave to my mom. I forgot to mention that in my introduction, but she has it, and she turned it to a magnet, and it's on her fridge. And that had beads, but I think a tacky bob would be good for this project because there's a whole lot of beads. So I'm very, very, very excited, and that is my Stitchville USA haul. I'm so excited. I just want to start, but I have so many like starts going right now that part of me is like, well, I gotta finish something before I can start something new. But then again, I want to start something new. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just so excited, and I'm so thankful that I got to go, and I'm so thrilled with everything, and I had such a good time. Yes. So then I'm going to do just a little baby haul, a little baby Walmart haul, because I just got back from Walmart. I need my friend who I was going to give the frogs to, if you've seen my intro. She graduated. Yay! So she is going to receive her PhD soon, and I'm so proud of her. And so I need to wash the piece and then get it professionally framed. So I need Flosstube's help. I've never washed a piece before. This is a Dimensions kit, or no, not DesignWorks kit. And I saw some people who recommended using regular Dawn dish detergent or baby shampoo. Please comment below and tell me what I should do, and how I should wash this. I've watched a couple YouTube videos and these were the two things that were recommended. But please, please, please comment below and help me, because I don't want to ruin it. So I got these, and I can use them for other things if I don't end up using them for this piece. So please help me. Please help me. Anyway, and then I also got from Walmart these little bags. These little they're like jewelry bags to put all the beads in. I don't have I know everybody has like that case with like the little containers in it. I really want one of those now. But until I can kind of like justify it, I didn't want one of the flat ones with the lid, because I don't want, like, in case it gets tipped, I don't want the beads spilling all over the place and like getting mixed, because that would just be horrible. So I figured this was the cheap, this is a cheap option, but just to have them in little bags that I can seal, and then like dump them out on the tacky bob as I do like color by color. So that is my entire haul. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure it's about 8 million years long. I had a fantastic time, fantastic weekend. I don't know how to express that enough. Thank you so much for all your comments, concerns, and it was so fun when I posted the picture on Facebook of Stitchville USA. I got such an overflow of just, wonderful people commenting and talking about how it's their LNS or, whatever. And I'm just having so much fun. Thank you so much. I love this community. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I hope you guys are having the most fantastic, amazing Stitchy day of your entire life. And